Hello. Welcome back. It is now my birthday. I'm a big old 25 level human being in real life, which means I'm like a quarter of 100 years old. I'm a tenth as old as America, so that's neat. And what am I greeted with here on my birthday? Dark Souls 2, of course. Stinking Dark Souls 2. Why does it always have to come in here and ruin things? But nah, it's been a fine time. That said, look at this. Look at this massive wall of an arena we're going to. That's for some reason like a mile away from the last bonfire. I guess they wanted to make it look epic. But yeah, this is the final boss arena. And then we will have like 20 minutes of credits. Here's some summons if you want some help. Of course, we're not taking help on this playthrough. First we've got Throne Watcher and Defender. I guess you can say that these are, wow, like two bosses. You've got to make sure you kill them pretty near to each other, because the one can revive the other. And Dark Souls 3 was like, hey, that's a cool idea. And to be fair, it is a cool idea, just you have to execute it differently, like what Dark Souls 3 did, with its boss that can revive each other. Anyway, I've gotta focus and not die. This guy kinda looks like a big Viking man, while the other looks like a lady dancer person. I think that one of them tries to attack you while the other just kinda stays back. It might be based on if you're locked on or not. I'm not sure. That's what it's feeling like right now, at least. Lightning, huh? I've got lightning too, you fool. You old fool of oldness. There's a bottomless pit on one of the sides of the arena, on the left side right now, so keep in mind that over there. Attack me! It's weird, one is called the Watcher and the other is called the Defender, but they both have shields and swords and powerful magic. I'm sure that my armor is playing a factor in how much damage I'm taking. But you know what? I've worn this armor too long. It is my one armor for this playthrough. There's your instant cutoff of the music again. And then we should get a unique soul for just those guys. 2 souls even. How about that? And a ton of souls. So normally what happens is just nothing happens. But because we have because we beat the one giant guy in the past, we're now able to go to the throne. But the queen wants the throne. So she's like, well, I'm the actual final boss. I'll fight you for that throne, she will. And she has curse magic. And if enough curse builds up on you, I think that means death or something. But normally it just means that your health gets taken down.
Now, be one with the dark.
Become a dark soul. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, this is either final boss 2 or 3, depending on how you look at it. So grab your big weapon and delete the whatever that thing is. Okay, uh-huh. Just get away from that death beam. I think you can roll through it. Nope. At least not how I rolled through it. Strike when I tell you to strike, little Dark Soul man. Sometime I say strike, but it no strike. She does a lot of big, heavy swings, which means that you have plenty of time to run away. But it is big damage, so look out. Okay, come on, let me roll. Let me heal. For some reason you can only heal when you have a bit of stamina. That might just be how all the games work, but I forget. Do your big swings, or that. Okay, cannot roll through that. Thank you for the free hits, milady. I will try to use the smaller life gems. Use the ones I have in order. And there you go, that's the final boss. The real final, true final boss. Except for the actual final, true final boss, which is the first sinner, who might pop up right now. He popping up? He's not popping up. But if you do the first sinner's quest correctly, then he pops up as like an extra final boss. But I don't think he gives you any souls. I think there are two endings. Like, you can go back here. No, there are not two endings. There's in fact one ending, apparently. I remember there being two endings, like in Dark Souls 1, but I guess not. But yeah, these giants are like, we recognize you as the king person or whatever, so walk across us and take the throne.
You who link the fire. You who bear the curse. Once the fire is linked, souls will flourish anew, and all of this will play out again.
AKA New Game Plus.
It is your choice to embrace or renounce this.
Just very thinly veiled game mechanics being explained to you. And they said it's my choice, but I wasn't given a choice in my ending. Those pixely shadows, man. Surely we have like shadow anti-aliasing or something by now.
Great Sovereign, take your throne.
I'm the king man, with my silly Seldora armor. I think there is armor that gets you
Only you can see.
better souls, but I just don't remember where it is, or how it is, or why it is. And now I guess we're sealed forever or something. Where's my choice where I get to link the flame or not? That's the end, by the way. That's just where the game ends. You're the new king, but you're sealed down there forever, or something. Who knows? But yeah, that's Dark Souls 2, pretty much. Pretty much. There is more to the game, of course. Oh, what? What's happening? Okay. Yeah, there's like that one secret door I couldn't open. I'll have to look that up. And then I'll try to look up where to get the better armor and get a list going of where I can get all that. And then there's all the DLC. Stinking DLC. And then there's like the King's Soul. We never found the King's Soul. And you can actually find the soul of the king out there somewhere in the world. We never fought the king. We never fought the ancient dragon. We never fought the... there's something... I forget what its name is, but oh, what's happening there? Okay, I don't... Oh, look away. Avert thine eyes. I have no idea what's doing that. The credits flashing. But, man. There's like I believe it's called the Dark Lurker. We also have that to fight. And then once all those... There's also these secret doors and souls of giants to find, but once we have all those secrets taken care of, then we have the DLC. And the DLC are very, very long. Very big. Which is one reason why I wanted to just do the main game. To, like, show how much of the game is actually required to beat the game normally. What they normally want you to do. Okay, I guess they're gone now. Man, why? How long has this been in the game? This bug, and they just have never bothered to fix it. This doesn't happen on console, by the way. However, the credits are like super long, and they're unskippable. Absolutely unskippable, which is like one of the big sins of gaming. Like, let me skip your credits so I can play the game more. I get that it is like a very nice thing to show off who all made the game, but I should be able to choose whether or not I want to see all those names. Because I want to play what they made. But, one reason why these credits should be skipped is because of how long they are. Like, the regular credits are like 5 to 10 minutes, and then on top of that, once the normal credits end, you're like, oh, thank goodness it's finally over. And then it's like, now it's time for the remastered version credits. And then it's like, oh no, why? And we're gonna sit through all of them, by the way. Just to show you how long the credits are. Anyway, quality-wise, this game is a complete train wreck. Just like how my speaking is sometimes. Yeah, the backstabs almost like 50% of the time don't work. Which is a basic game mechanic which absolutely should work most of the time. Oh yeah, original Dark Souls 2. It does, I guess, the remastered first, and then original Dark Souls 2, which is now. All that time, all those 5 minutes were like the were the remastered credits. But yeah, very janky, weirdly animated enemies. Some that just have like almost 0 frames for you to tell what's going on before it hits you and kills you. Some just look very odd in how they're janky. Some have very janky hitboxes where you want to go, where you just press the right on the control stick and then it rubs up against the enemy because its hitbox is too big. Looking at you, Flame Lurker, or rather, Smelter Demon. And you know, whoever Smelter dealt her. Fun. We do still have fun around here. Bosses. Almost none of the bosses really feel that special. And they're not that greatly designed. I think it might be my USB cable that's doing that. No, it's not the USB cable. Why? Why must you do this to me, Dark Souls 2? On my birthday. On my birthday of all days. Quest design is janky, but that's normal for this series, which isn't good, by the way. It is not good that it is normal for the quest design to be janky in Dark Souls. Oh, the credits were so long that they had to stop playing the first bit of music, and they had to play a second one. I hate how you have to go to a level up lady. That's also a sin of Dark Souls 3 and Demon Souls and Bloodborne. But then Sekiro was like, you don't have to do that in Sekiro. But then, you know... And then Elden Ring was also like, you can just level up at any bonfire. Whatever. But none of them brought back the thing where you can level up your weapons and armor at a bonfire, or repair them at a bonfire. So it's still missing all that. So Dark Souls 1 is still on top for all the things that you can do at a bonfire, and for the healing system. The healing system in this one is ridiculous. It's like they wanted to bring back the version from Demon Souls, which was already bad, where you have to find your healing items off of enemies or buy them from the store. Here you can find them pretty much everywhere in great abundance, and buy them from the store infinitely. So it's like double bad. And then you have the Estus on top of that, which for some reason they just give you in piecemeal, which they brought back in Dark Souls 3 for, again, just for some reason. Give you your piecemeal Estus flask. And then it just kind of feels a lot less special where all the Estus upgrades are. Like in Dark Souls 1, it felt really special finding those upgrades for your flask. And it felt like there was some sort of story importance, like there was a bonfire keeper here. Like the bonfire keeper, the dead one you find in... was it the Crystal Archives? That one feels like, well, maybe they trapped a bonfire keeper there and experimented on her in this huge cage. But anyway, we saw the ending. I got an achievement for it. And now at this bonfire you can begin your New Game Plus. I just noticed that there's a little tear in that texture there. It's like right in the middle of the texture of this menu. There's a tear. A 1 pixel wide tear. If you look at the light through the gaps, you can kind of see it. Oh, Dark Souls 2. It never stops. It just never ever stops. And it never ends either. So let's get these souls. Pop them up. No, the what? Huh? What? Huh? That one. Wait a minute, you can leave and discard as many items as you want. I guess that's what the menu thing was doing. But how many souls do I have? I have 300,000 souls. Bearer until maximum vitality, and I guess dexterity. We've maxed everything else, why not? 173 is our level up at the end of the game, and we haven't done any of the DLCs. Well, I guess it's time for me to look up how to get in that one door. I'm just gonna look it up right now on my tellular device, aka cell phone. That's what I call it. So, DS2 Shrine of Amina. Locked door. Requires you to be hollow and have exhausted dialogue with the first Milfanito in the area as a hollow. Well, so it's not enough for you to be hollow. You have to be hollow and talk to a lady and then get to the end of the area. And then you can open that door. Thanks, Dark Souls 2, for being so obvious all the time. I guess everything from here on is like non-canon. Like, canonically, we are still at the bottom of that beneath the castle thing, where whatever that was. All of these areas are DLC, by the way, I'm pretty sure. Shrine of Amina. That one. Yeah. Milfanito is such a funny word. Because it's like that one internet slang term, you know the one, combined with Nito from Dark Souls 1. Nito, first of the dead. The Milfanito are the ones who sing. So we must speak to the singy. We must speaky to the singy. No, open the door. Open faster.
We knew you were coming.
Oh. Thanks for killing the NPC.
As we always have. From long.
Totally could have just killed the NPC there. Divine Blessing, as if I needed more healing items, and a small, smooth, and silky stone. So exhaust all dialogue, and then go to that door. I can't believe how many healing items I still have. And I'm wearing armor that is highly unoptimal. At least for, like, not taking damage, it's unoptimal. So now why? The internet has lied to me. Exhausted dialogue with the first Milfanito in the area as a hollow. It leads to the soul of the king. What? That's not the thing that I'm looking for. I'm looking for this door. What's the name of the bonfire? Maybe that'll tell me. That'll help me out. It's Rise of the Dead. Rise of the Dead locked door. You need to be hollow. Have spoken to the first Milfanito in the area and rescued the Milfanito from the cage in Drain Lake Castle. All while not killing any Milfanito to access the shrine that reverses hollowing when you have no human effigies left. So, How do I get that door open? Find the Milfinito in the cage in Drangleic Castle and use the key to the embedded to free her. I believe I should have that. It should be in the key items. Either that or it's a sword. I think it's actually a sword. For some reason it's a key that you can use as a weapon. Yeah, there it is. Key to the embedded. Literally a key you can use as a weapon. Or rather, a key blade. Oh-ho! It's about to get real Kingdom Heartsy up in here. But yeah, it's this big, long, huge elevator. You see, there was a reason why I depressed that switch earlier in the playthrough. It's so that I could write it up again. You probably assumed that if you paid attention. If you paid enough attention to even know that I depressed it in the first place. And cared enough to ask the question, why did I do that? Look, there's a man. Stick your key in the man. The man is the lock. He take the keyblade. And then free... Oh, door open on own? Okay. Door, by the way, is clipping through the bars. And the bars are not properly connected to the door. To this... to whatever that is. The other part of the cage. I guess she's free now. Forever! Ring of the Dead. Is that a key item that I need to open things? Where is it? Ring of the Dead. There it is. Keep human appearance even when hollow. So I guess you can, like, trick online people into thinking that you're at full power and then go full power later on. I don't know. Why would you use that? Maybe you've, like, run out of human effigies in the whole game. And then you're like, well, I want to keep my human appearance. But you would have to be really bad at the game to do that. Like, especially bad at the game. Like, DSP levels of bad. Now will you open for me? Locked. Locked, of course. Okay, internet. Internet, don't fail me now. Die at least once to become hollow, as this is a requirement to interact with the shrine behind the door. But what about the door? How do I open the door? I guess I'll... It literally just says be hollow to open the door, which I am. I am hollow. But maybe I just need to be more hollow. Here I go, becoming hollow again. If it doesn't work after that, I'll just, like, come back later, after I've died a lot more. This is really strange, how this door works. Nope. Dark Souls 2, everyone. Dark Souls 2. I just want a silly little thing that's behind that door, but no. Okay. Come at me. So, I'm now going to... I'm just on the spot looking up stuff. Because why not? Soul farming equipment. If I can find the right stuff. So Jester's equipment, or at least Jester's gloves. Warlock mask. Let's see, where's the best silver serpent ring? I need the +2. You need to beat Mitha the Baneful Queen on New Game Plus. And hey, we have bonfire aesthetics. And that's what that's what that's what it's for. So we go up here to like the last bonfire in the Earthen Keep. Earthen Earthen Peak. Keep or Peak? I thought it was Earthen Peak or Keep. Brain scramble. Earthen Peak, not Keep. Okay, whatever. Burn aesthetic. And now it is New Game Plus difficulty. What is done cannot be undone. So in order to burn another aesthetic, you need to beat the boss. However, all items in the area are now restocked. So that's interesting. And I think that some bonfires have like lots of aesthetics. So you can really like farm it up. Come at me! No. Okay, just stare at a wall, why not? Okay, don't come at me. These enemies. So goofy. Like the dog. Goofy. Haha. It appears that there's a third one this time. How different and fascinatingly different. So now she should drop the Covetous Silver Serpent Ring +2, which is the highest it can go. If she'll actually come over here and have a fight with me. Have a spout with me. It's spat, I know, but spout is funnier. I guess the normal way you would find this is just by going through the game again. That is, if there's anyone who wants to do that out there. With this game in particular. Okay, no, don't crush me. I know you want to. I know you want to kill me. It's funny that she has an attack that screams your ears off. Ow. I didn't mean to make fun of you that badly. Stop healing yourself and get over here. Which way am I supposed to dodge with that one-tail move? Is it back? Is it forward? Is it sideways? Or is it just hold your shield up, you silly little dumb human? Okay. What? You got your butt sticking out. I can hit anything that you show me. In a painful way, in a painful way. Come here, you coward. You cowardice coward. Ow. She screams a spell at you. Hilarious. But, Silver Serpent Ring 2. There you go. And now we have even more souls. So what is the next item on our quest to infinite souls? Looking it up. Looking it up. Warlock Mask is what I was trying to get to with the Shrine of Amana. But apparently it's just not in that zone at all. It's in the Shaded Ruins. In the Shaded Woods. Well, isn't that nice? There go the sound effects again. Just cutting out. I knew that there was a reason why I unpetrified one of those lions in the Shaded Woods most of the times when I play this game. It's because it has that mask that I like. Stinking lions. Stinking Dark Souls 2. Having to hide everything. In this area, you can unlock the person who gives you boss weapons. But boss weapon, I never really have done much with boss weapons in this game. Or boss spells. There he is. You want the Warlock Mask, you come here. And it's like the coolest looking mask in the game. Come at me, you coward, cowardly lion. You wicked Wizard of Oz. And then that body just has nothing on it. But yeah, look at this thing. It's awesome. Totally cool. I guess you need intelligence to use it. And I have... Wait, what is that? Button, that button. And yeah, intelligence. And I have almost no intelligence. But yeah, that gives you more souls. So that's nice. And it looks awesome. So why not get it? There is no reason why not. So what's my next piece of equipment? You could use the Symbol of Avarice. But Symbol of Avarice takes your health down. Seldora set is good. Nar Alma set. And then you have the Jester's Gloves. So mostly what I have on now, except the Jester's gloves. Which are, I believe, at that one guy. In the fireplace. Yes, Iron Keep. That's the place. And then, how do I get the maximum souls out of my current set? I might just have to upgrade it. The websites are not loading that quickly. I don't know. But anyway, just those Jester's gloves. That should be good, probably. And then I'll be ready to tackle the DLCs and all the extra bosses. At some point. Not now. Of course not now. So, Iron Keep. Where are you, Iron? Iron here. I will run here. I think that when you go to New Game Plus, any bonfire aesthetic areas are ticked up by 1. So be fearful of that. Or at least be knowledgeable of that. Come here, come after me, you silly little fiend, you. Come here, say. I've got something for ya. Now where's the other 15 of you guys? Dead, that's where. Oh! Ta-da! Now you give me your glove. Mage rolled. Petrified egg. Oh, okay. You can now join the Dragon Remnants Covenant. Okay. I guess I will. What an odd place to put a covenant. Ancient Dragon Seal and Dragon Eye. Ooh. But give me your thing. Jester's gloves. And then that should be probably okay. I'll get these for old time's sake. And I'll probably need some humanity for one of the bosses I'm fighting at some point. And then that should be all. Gesture. Unable. 14 dexterity. I'm almost there, brother. But look at me. Look at me. I'm now fully man-made. I'm made into a man. That's what man-made means, right? I'm made into a man. Like a real male person. I guess now I can start collecting those giant souls. Souls of giants. Which you have to go over here to get. There should be at least three memories that we can get into. I don't know if each one has a giant soul or not. At least 2 of them do. Ba-da-da, memory. But yeah, you can find some good items in these memories, but the main thing you want is the soul, the giant soul at the end. Here's an NPC man, who we've never seen before. And giant bursts through the wall. Or not. There he goes. Okay, thanks. Thanks for that. What an odd creature. Item. Item. My item nose is sniffing. Fire seed. I think that one over there is a mage giant. Okay. If your opinion is that strong, then I guess I'll just leave. I don't need to fight you anyway. You do have a timer as you're going through these areas, so be mindful of your time, sir. Some of these giants are more big than others. You could say bigger. Giant warrior club, in case you like going clubbing. There's a seam through the world right there. I see it. Treasure chest. I suppose I will. I will treasure the chest. Dead giant. Yay. I don't have to fight that one. There should be some items up here. Or giants. Giants work too. Soul of a great hero. Okay, thanks for that. I have not antagonized you. This is why the giants were wiped out. I have not antagonized you, and yet you kill me. Or at least want to kill me. Apparently this was a pond at some point. But in modern day it is fire. It is a fire pond. Rogue water. Rogue water. Like when Snape says Harry Potter. Rogue water. I don't like how the lock-on just sometimes doesn't work like that. Another soul of a great hero. And then here's your giant soul of a giant. So next memory should be nearby. Should be right after the Pursuer's Arena. Hello there, goodbye there. Stinking enemies don't know when I've passed them. Zero AI, all artificial. I mean, zero I, all I. Zero I, all A. If I say it slower and take my time with my words, perhaps I will come to a better conclusion at the end of my speech. This one has some more secrets, I believe. fading soul. And thus the magic of the Ultra Great Sword. 3 enemies dead at once. So, I believe this one is a good one you can enter. Face wall, wall face. That one, however, will shoot a blade at you from that wall trap. So don't put a stone in that face. Hero soul. Solio of a hero Leo. Poison isn't that big a deal. Just heal through it. Just like how you roll through things, you gotta heal through things. You have some drops, I believe, at some point in the bridge. Is there anything over here? No. No. I don't think so. Wait. Yes. There you go. There's a drop. I think you have to go on this one. Ooh. That one was, ooh. Very, very janky. What? What? I can, what, huh? I can backstab these guys? Why can I backstab these guys? They're like 50 feet tall. Well, not 50, they're like 12 feet tall. But why can I backstab them? That's insane. That is nuts. Some skeptic stuff and some septic stuff. 3 bonfire ascetics. So very nice to get to. Wiltig Dusk Herb, which is just spell uses. Great Hero Soul. Soul Vessel. Just ignore the big, huge giant man. Look, it's Giant Man. Ta-da! So that's now 3 souls of giant people. Oh, I guess we're down here now. Trying to remember where the next one is. I believe I do indeed remember. Indeedly. But while we're here, we might as well get the DLC key. I'm gonna be tackling the DLCs in order of release instead of any other kind of order. Because I just want to show off how they were released. Whether it be more or less ridiculous than tackling them in any other order. But anyway, look at these stupid things. Yeah, yep, still spewing, still spewing. Now I don't remember that attack, or it going on quite that long, but these are easily some of the worst enemies in the game, because of just how much they spam you. I can't get in a single attack on this stupid thing. Maybe if I unlock, then it'll be, I don't know, somehow easier. I don't know why it's working, but unlocking actually does work against this thing. Apparently. But anyway, I don't want to fight this thing, I just want to get the thing and leave. That's not the thing. Okay, where am I? Where am I? Who am I? Where am I? My goodness. I think it might be in here. Just let me get it and then go. There it is. Heavy iron key. That's all I wanted. Now leave me alone. Get away from me. You sorry fool. And that's how you get the heavy iron key. Worst enemies in the game by far, or at least one of them. Hide Knights are probably worse because you can't even see their animations half the time. But those ones are a good contender for worst enemy in the game. They're huge, they deal tons of damage, and they just instantly spam you all the time. It's a real what were they thinking type of thing. There's skeletons down here. You can only go here after beating the last giant, I believe. And he's like just the first boss in the game, so you can get down here pretty early. But there's not really much to do down here, except for the memory. I suppose there's things to collect and enemies to beat, but they aren't too important. And this area just kind of slows down the playthrough on most playthroughs. But hey, bonfire. For some reason a bonfire. I guess just because there's a memory here. Ta-da. But oh, I gotta fight you, do I? Get out of here, Armorer Dennis. Get out of here. Skedaddle. Skedaddle, you skedaddler. Blue skidoo. You can too. Give me my human effigy. So slow. So many things are so slow in this game. Oh yeah, it isn't a memory. It's a seed of the tree of giants. I guess I already went to all the memories. Well, thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great. That is a reference to something. So, there should be something down here I can get in order to open up some locked doors. You're still alive? I thought I killed you ages ago. But yeah, there's like something you can roll down to down there. No, that's not how you do that. But okay, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm living, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm living, I'm alive. You kind of want a torch down here because it is quite dark and there are some huge enemies for you to fight. Such as two giants. Two giants even. The way I usually fight them is I hide in a hole and I snipe them with like poison arrows. Because look at all that damage they do. Ow. Why? Why must you do this to me? Why must you harm me? I only wanted to kill you. Okay, come on. Come on. What are we doing here? With wide hitboxes like that? What? How? Was its entire body a hitbox right there? That one roll just took out like a third of my stamina bar, if not more. Okay, yeah, just its whole body is a hitbox. Just don't even touch. Especially on that attack. Get back my stamina. Okay, yep, I get it. I get it. I got the memo from HR saying you don't want me to kill you anymore. But man, it's just so much satisfaction when I actually kill you. You get the Forgotten Key and Soul of a Giant. So that's yet another Soul of a Giant. How many is that? That is 4 Souls of a Giant, and there should be one more in the game. Petrified Dragon Bone. And Ring of Giants. What's Ring of Giants again? I forget. My brain forgetty. Increases poise. Sometimes I'm bewildered when I find a +1 without finding the original. Because then it's like, well, where on earth was the original? Where on earth was I supposed to find it? But yeah, there's another door in this area that we can now open. And then there's a door, 2 other doors that we can open thanks to this key. So 3 doors in total. You could say we have more doors. Ho 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 ho! It should be here, if I can actually get there. Oh, that's not what I wanted to get to. That's a completely different thing. I guess I can't use that because of the summon thing. The invasion guy. Thanks, invasions, that I did not ask for. Go jump off a cliff. That's what I say to the invasion man. The man of Invasion Town. I think he just keeps infinitely respawning, no matter what. That's another backstab that didn't work, by the way. Cannot use bonfire, but I am at bonfire. Therefore, if I die, it does not matter. Yep, just keep beating me up. I'm just a little Dark Souls man. What? Okay. I don't like how casual the damage taking is, sometimes. Like, it deals you the damage, but it doesn't give you the animations, it feels like, of the damage being dealt. There he goes, right as I run out of my final last life gems. That I didn't even need in the first place, for most of the game. Okay, what? I wanted to sit down and travel, why did you get up? Just cause I got an item. Over here. Over where? Over there. But which one of these? I think I'll go with this one. I think that is correct. And then use you, of course. Because it's just easier to see. And using my eyes is a good thing. Because then because I can see with my eyes, you see. Prisoner's gloves. I would have preferred poisoner's gloves that deal poison damage to things just by me being in their presence. That would be cool. Give me poisoner's gloves next time. Okay, I have to jump over there. Doable! Ta-da! I know the limits of my jump, but you don't! I'm willing to test the limits of my jump. Are you? All these stinking poison things. Just get rid of them. Big forgotten door of the Forgotor. Switch weapon already. I hate how they make you stumble. But anyway, look, it's Havel's stuff. It's Havel, yay! Havel the Rock! Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? You shouldn't be able to. He's like in LA or something. But, there is a third door. And it is from Majula, at least. It is not in Majula, technically, but it is from Majula. Level up, lady, where are you? Give me my level up, lady. Seek until. Dexterity. I can now properly use my gloves. Isn't that fantastic? I should probably upgrade my intelligence so that my mask works correctly. But this should be the ladder, the big, long, huge ladder. Ignore the items, don't worry about them. Don't let your OCD take over you. And then climb this other ladder, made of metal. Door. Looks like that's supposed to be some intricate door, but you just can't tell what it's supposed to be because of the very low textures. Low detail. Soul Vortex. We have a spell. Can you spell? I can. Witch tree stuff. Weapons. Witch tree weapons. Possibly magic weapon things. Great lightning spear, and DLC key. It's a dragon talon. Who knows why a dragon talon takes you to DLC land? But I'm thinking. So now we have all the DLC keys. We have some special little items too. And now, in order to get the 5th dragon soul, we have to beat the ancient dragon, which I'm not going to do at this point. You have to beat the big dragon. There's pretty much nothing in this area, as far as I know. So where was I thinking about going? I'm thinking about, right, going here. Because there is something else in this area. But it's right at the end of the area. So it's going to be a long journey to get there. It'll be a sand trek. What door just opened? Who opened a door, and why? I'll try to take the shortest way there possible. But it's Dark Souls 2, so you know it's going to be long. Oh! Titanite chunk. Chunk of Titanite, you could say. All ye who wish to follow, come at me. It appears that ye be one. And now ye be none! Ha 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 hoo! There should be a key that can open that door somewhere. I might have it. Thanks, great sword. What a great sword. Yeah, bright stone key. And then more spiders, perhaps? And what's in here? Could it be one of the best weapons in Dark Souls 1, but just a kind of okay weapon in this game? The Black Knight Ultra Greatsword? And like a fireball, I suppose. Leave me alone, Spider. Like that Spider. I like how the Estus just goes through the mask. Just like through the skull of the mask. The forehead. Why is it called a forehead? I suppose because it's before the rest of the head. Maybe. Because sometimes things make sense like that. Sometimes things make sense. That is a lot longer of a drop than it seems to be. So don't let it fool you. You fool. This, however, is fine. Okay. Just keep coming at me, why don't you? Stinking spiders. So anyway, through the boss door. Look at that, there's now just inexplicably a massive stone right there. Who knows why, but we can touch it and go into a memory. The dragon's memory. Ta-da! Big dragon. This is like the coolest looking place in Dark Souls 2. And it's such a shame because you can only go here this one time. And for like a short period of time. I wish that this were its own whole area. But basically this is supposed to be that one part in Dark Souls 1 in the beginning. Where all the dragons are slain. Amongst all the arch trees. Everlasting dragons and arch trees. And all that. Nice music too. It's like the one really good part of Dark Souls 2. But anyway. Enough looking around. Look at that dragon. Which is probably just the Ancient Dragons model just copy and pasted. But still, it's neat. It's neat enough. Ancient Dragon Soul. And that's the end of that. But let's see if I can use that Ancient Dragon Soul. Get souls, or perhaps a weapon or spell. I'll get the souls. I will get all the souls, in fact. Just 50? How funny of you. I have a lot of yours and lockstones. But I don't think I have anywhere to use them. At least not that many places that are that useful. So back to Majula we go to upgrade our stuff right before we end the video. On my birthday. There you are, you stinky lady. Upgrade me. Four upgrades, wow. Did that say I was 180? I'm 180. Oh boy. But, next area is this area, which we will do next time on the Dark Souls 2 video game. I hope you enjoyed the finale, which is not the actual finale, it's just like the main story finale, I suppose. But anyway, we're resting with all these dragons. See ya.